delete everything. But this phone that I'm holding, the president's voice has gone through this voice speaker. And I think that makes it, for me, a bit of an antique. You know, something I want to hold on to. Something I want to keep, maybe not. Depends what kind of rebate I get from the Apple Store. Yes, Lewis at 800-848-9222. How are you?
Yes, Greg. Recently, my uncle passed away in Texas, and I had a chance to travel and stop at the rest areas along the way and preach the gospel, God and country message. And I made YouTube channel on it. I'd love to share it with you.
Well, before you do that, you drove from where to where? He died in Texas?
Drove from Fort McCoy I live near Ocala. From Ocala, Florida, all the way to Austin, Texas.
All right, and you would pull up at those stops, and what would you do? How would you go about it? What would you do?
I would display my sign that says, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord," or something like that. And then I would have a veteran's sign that says, "I'm a veteran," to say a veteran. And I would go with a PA system, and I would say, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. We need to come back to Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach."
All right, hold on a second. Now, hold on. Now, what kind of you did it over the PA? You did it over a loudspeaker?
I got a brand new car that says CIA, Christ in America. CIA.
All right, beautiful. Now you put it on the roof of the car and you shouting this stuff?
I got like a
megaphone. I know not everybody wants to hear a megaphone, even if it's a beautiful message. Then again, you got to get the word out somehow. I would imagine some people were very nice, some people ignored you, and some people gave you a hard time. Is that correct?
Yeah, in Mississippi on the way home, they say you can't do that here. So we handed a whole bunch of gospel books, and then me and my wife, we left right away. They stopped me from preaching the gospel at the first rest area on Mississippi going south.
Going south? You were going east to west or west to east?
We were I'm sorry, east to west.
That's what I thought. All right. Well, look, you got to cut some people some slack. You know what I mean? They don't know what's going on. But I admire it to a point. You know what I mean? I want it to be more about... You know what I mean? This isn't an ego trip. This is a trip for God, right? Right? All right. Thank you, Lewis. Stay in touch.